Welcome back to Brandon K's show. I'm here with a good friend. My friend and I have been making videos since 2017. What's up, my friend?
Hello. Hi. How you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't believe this. We're going to talk about authentic content creation tonight. You know, I'm doing the whole ABC thing. I did the Authenticity and Bravery with Luis. You were there watching?
Oh, yes. I was the audience, for sure.
Yeah, we were looking for audience suggestions for the bad improv. My friend gave us the audience suggestion of bat.
Yeah, it was just a bat.
Did you have fun? How'd you like the studio?
It was pretty good. I mean, like, it looks awesome. It looks like, for me, it looks like when I go to like a rap studio and rap, it looks like it kind of made me motivational to rap and do stuff that I want to do.
Same here. It feels so professional. I'm enjoying it a lot. Yeah, man. And one of my favorite things about you is you like to rap.
Oh, yes. I definitely do like to rap. I rap because it helps me release stuff from the past, and definitely helps me release stuff if I'm having a bad day.
And I do the same thing. And that's really how we bonded when we met in 2015. We used to talk music. I'd listen to your tracks. You would inspire me to be more authentic because I would never be recording my stuff as much. But it's just a process of learning how to be more authentic, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I guess it's just about, sometimes, there are these bumps in the roads, and sometimes there are these old habits that are there, and sometimes that there's toxic people that could be there too. And sometimes you just have to, get out of your comfort zone and or stay away from the toxic people that are not motivating you at all, and start hanging around with people that you like.
And I always love asking you about when you started young, like I did, just talking to your phone, just making content like that. What was your show called?
It was called
Nude the Dude?
Dude the Nude, yes. Nudie doody dude.
Like you and your friends would just make just nonsense, like dirty jokes and stuff like that?
Yes, pretty much. It was
What did Dude the Nude what that show used to sound like?
Well, first of all, I'm not white, so it was like a joke about, kind of making fun of like beacher white people that kind of sound like that.
Oh, like Californians?
Yeah.
So you did like an impression of like a
it was just
surfer dude?
Yeah, that was pretty much.
Yeah, man, welcome to Dude the Nude. I'm Dude the Nude. Another funny one my friend would do is Little Thumper.
Oh, hello, buddy. My name is Little Thumper, and I'm gonna thump that ass.
Like kind of like a rap character he'd do, and we'd throw him up on Instagram. I didn't really want to put myself up there as much. I put him up there, and then we started recording music together. We just throw on a beat from YouTube, and we just made like so many good songs.
Oh yeah, like so many good ones. I remember there are a lot of good ones too, and I would say in the year 2018. Well, that's so long ago, but yeah, there were great songs back then.
And then when TikTok came out, I called this guy right up, and we did some funny one. We would try like the different trends. We'd try duets.
Oh yes, we would try duets, and then we would try like a bunch of different stuff back then too, and
the fruit roll-up challenge.
The fruit roll-up.
I shaved your head at one point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too, and so many good more stuff that there is to come, and there is one that I do remember too, and this was about the Kobe Bryant thing.
Mm-hmm. The fuck the fog.
Yep, I remember that one. Like
a rap that it was my friend versus the fog that killed Kobe Bryant. Fuck the fog. The fog is.
Yep.
How does it go?
Fuck the fog. The fog is so bad. I don't understand why you have to kill a person, man.
Yes. Just being artistic is just one of my favorite things to do.
Yep. And
with you.
Yes.
My friend.
Yes. Of course, yes. And also like saying stuff that, just letting loose and saying stuff that, doesn't make sense it's a good one too. It's like, saying like, oh, I don't know, like we would just rap if we had a, like if something happened or a bad day happened or some Pep Boys people pissing us off, then
Well, that's happening today. We're actually in the parking lot of the Pep Boys, and they did not fix the problem with my car. But I wanted to say a few things about. Another really funny one we did on TikTok was the calm before the storm, Eminem.
Oh, yeah, Eminem,
This
baby.
is the calm before the storm right here.
Yeah.
And then, but you made it about, it was when Trump was going to, when they said Trump was going to shut down TikTok, you made it so that it would be like, we don't, fuck Trump.
Fuck Donald Trump. yeah, I remember that song too. By G, but yeah, I know it's, it was, I guess I just had to let that one out because I just felt like, not a lot of people were, rapping about it like that, and I just felt like putting it out like that.
When we were at it making videos for two years or so, and we would always, whenever I see you in the car, we open up the door and you say random stuff. We put out like 20 or 30 of them. One of them went super, super viral.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember back in 2021, that was that was a very viral one.
Our first million plus viral sensation.
Yep. That was it. That was the one. That was.
And then all my videos from there started going up, like thousands of views, and we had all kinds of adventures in Vegas.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we did, and a lot of ups and downs, but
Not ups and downs. A lot of ups and downs.
Yep. Lost wages,
Lost wages. I open up the door when he gets to my place, and he says, "Welcome to Lost Wages."
Yep, I remember that. That was a good
And
one.
then I went on to lose thousands of dollars.
Well, we could talk about that if you want to.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about it in the car that I sold my car, and I had a bunch of cash, and I thought I could turn it around. I had another car, and I sold my first car and took that money and accidentally lost it all right in front of you.
Yeah, and to think that you could have gave it all to me.
I gave you some.
Yeah, you could give me some. But...
I had some videos where I'm just handing you money because it was
funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to give it all. You could have saved it. That's my advice.
I could have saved it.
Yeah.
I could have saved it. That's true. But
it's your money,
but
I can't say.
I'm just being authentic and sharing with my audience that, gambling can be a problem. Can be a problem for me. I mentioned it on my first episode. I'll mention it again, is sometimes you get money in your pocket and I take it and I lose it.
Yeah, and, not only gambling, but drinking can be a problem too.
Yeah, we've both struggled with that one.
Yeah.
When I met this guy, he used to drive me home when I was drunk. He was my DD all the time. He saw me drinking. He would stop and let me pick up a 6-pack once or twice. And then I got sober, and he got more into the party lifestyle.
Yeah. I remember, when he picked up the 6-pack, I was like, what is he doing?
The party never ends with me.
I was like, okay, well, that was a little strange at that time. But now it's like, I was, totally the opposite. And yeah, it was, and then it looked fun in the beginning, but then eventually it turned into a nightmare. So then I realized that it's not fun. It's just a not fun way to to live and to say things that you don't mean.
And around 2021, we started, our friend we knew from the bar we met at, he started telling us about codependency and authenticity. He's telling us how we're probably codependent, maybe with each other, our friend group, maybe with our families, and how he broke free of his codependent family with authenticity, with awareness of his thoughts, with realizing that the thoughts in his head are not him, giving a name to the voice inside the negative thoughts within the head. And I started calling my voice in my head Woody.
Oh man, you think the negative voice in your head will stop? It will keep on going, and it's like this, like you have to be aware of it, and if you ignore it, then it's right next door doing push-ups, waiting for a time to push you down, or just to just to be in your head. But not letting it, and not letting it control you can be very difficult sometimes, because I still struggle with that shit till this day, and it's a day-to-day struggle, and I think that as long as you're aware with it, then anything, any possibilities that you could connect to your authentic side can happen at any day. And sometimes sometimes it's not your day, and and you just have to learn how to be patient and humble.
And it might sound a little crazy, but I feel like everyone's got that voice in their head, and all those negative thoughts, the codependency, the addiction. Everybody's got to struggle with it on some level. And why not find a technique or different techniques of how to get through it? And the way I do it is I just say, that's not me. That's my voice in my head. That's my addiction.
Yeah, it's now I say it every time. It's like, that's not me. Even though things kind of slip up, of course, but now I'm more better at it than I was, I would say, 10 years ago. Man, if it was 10 years ago, I'd be going crazy, like going and cussing people out. And now I don't do that stuff that much anymore. Maybe I just maybe flip a couple people off here and there. I slip up. We all slip up. We're not perfect. We're all not perfect. But just for me, it's like having that awareness, and just and sitting with yourself sober. It's really, you just have, like, for me, like, I just have to sit with myself sober, and just wait, and then eventually it'll just, and things will just start. The negative will soon disappear, if you keep focusing on the positive enough.
And something I know that you do is watch, like, meditation, Reiki videos, and try to get in a good spiritual energy. Do you feel like it's really about just being in a good zone with the energy, or how do you see it?
I just think that it's all about just it's not about good zone or bad zone. It's all about, like, sitting with yourself of whatever you have in the present moment. Whether it's good or bad, or negative or positive. You just have to, just sit with yourself. As long as you're not, changing that mood by using some substance. As long as you're not doing that, then you should be fine. But if you do that, then like DMX says in his interview, is like, you just have to, like, let it all out, and just sit with it. Because if you're not gonna do that, then if you're just gonna kind of like be silent and drinking, and it's not gonna be good for, you're not gonna be any help for nobody, and it's.
And another thing our friend told us was purge it out, and what he meant by purge is write it all out, or be creative and get it out in a creative way. So sometimes just like journaling, just write down all those negative thoughts, and then he told us to follow it up with a list of gratitude. Try to go from the negative, get it all out, write lies at the top. These are all my negative thoughts and lies, and then just write, what are we grateful for, what's real, what's positive, and try to do something creative. Like, that was basically what helped me so much.
I definitely did. But sometimes, you just have to, I guess I just have to say that for me, like, I just sit with it, and I don't need to fight it. I don't need to fight the whole universe. I could just sit with it, and sometimes, I slip up a little bit here and there, but as long as you don't drink or use, then I think for me, I think I'm doing better. I'm doing good every time.
But I notice, like, we would always make content together. You'd be on my channel, but now you've been making more of your own stuff.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of my own stuff too. Just making TikToks whenever I can, whenever I feel like it. And sometimes if I have stuff to say, I'll post. If I don't really have that much stuff to say, then I won't really post as much. But it's just it's just up to how my authenticity of posting that's really is. I don't have to post all the time. I don't have to impress anybody. I don't have to put up this fake thing where I like I have to post. It's like it's not like a life or death situation for me, but it's more like a like, okay, do I really feel like doing this? Maybe. Okay, let's do it. Okay, if I don't want to feel like doing it, then I'll just drive away and or go home or just sit with my sit with whatever I'm dealing with in that moment.
All right, just tell me one more thing. How does it feel to put your authentic self out there on the internet?
Well, it's I would say it's like it can be a struggle sometimes, but also it can be like it can be a good thing too, because you want to, like, for me, I just want to spread my message out there and spread some information if I have some. Maybe it could help some other people if they're struggling through some toxic negative stuff. And sometimes I just post it maybe because it could help somebody, or maybe I guess like it could just I don't know, I would just say like maybe it just helps somebody. And yeah, that's Tupac.
What is your advice? He wants to talk about Tupac. We will get to Tupac next, but what is your advice for somebody right now who wants to make content? They want to put themselves out authentically. Maybe they have a troublesome background and they know people are going to judge them and their family's going to judge them or whoever. What is your advice on how to be authentic?
Well, my advice is that it's like whatever you're dealing with, whatever is happening, like you don't really have to act out, but if you do act out and if you do stuff, it's still not the end of the world, because maybe God wanted you to see that, so that then a blessing will come after that. And what I mean by that is that no matter what you're going through, if whether you want to, make it or not, or if people are judging you and you're afraid or whatever, just, I don't know, just sit with yourself and just have that awareness, and eventually, things might start clicking for you.
And now we're going to spend the rest of the podcast just being authentic.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
And I know you want to talk about Tupac. I don't know if we can play the interview or you just want to talk about it. I want to do a rap real quick. I want to do this first rap that I made on Instagram with you.
Okay.
I'm an alien, ostracized by society. They call me an Australian. Took you long enough to get it because I mailed it in. I got the game locked up like an aquarium. Nailing it with my nail. Gonna sail and we will go. Impaling with those raps. They're just paling in comparison.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. I like to rap authentically. That's what authentic Brandon likes to do. And I like to say stuff like this. I walk up in the club like a 20-foot robot. They don't like that last line. They already scrolled off. I forgive y'all because I know that you know not what you do. I'm all up in your face like Botox.
Oh, wow.
You want to do a rap or you want to talk about Tupac?
We'll talk about Tupac first.
Okay, let's go. Let's say what you got to say.
Okay. What I think is that like there's a lot of like I don't know if you saw like the interview back in 92 when he was like talking about like people are like gimme stomp like, and about like people hitting like I don't know like $32 million and there's people starving on the street and stuff like that.
Tupac was very much about helping the people on the streets, helping the poor people. Why do all the rich people get the money? Why are all the other people, specifically in his perspective, the black people getting the short end of the stick? And, we can all relate to that, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, I was just saying, like, no, it was just not all, it was just all people in general. I was just saying, like, oh, we could just have to find a way to, help people. But nowadays, I feel like, information can help people. Information can help the homeless. But back then, that was like 1993 or 92, and that was, that's the way it was back then. I guess they didn't have that information back then. But now what I'm saying is that my main point is we have that information to help people, and people, whether they're poor or rich or whatever, and just because you're rich, it doesn't mean you don't have problems. You probably have problems too. Everybody has problems in life that they deal with, and I just wanted to add on that, is that I think that information helps.
Yep. And there you have it. And thank you. Maybe somebody heard some good information that you shared today about authentic content creation. Thank you for always being my friend, my best friend to make content with.
Thanks.
I'm excited to go post this on BrandonKShow.com, on iTunes, all this stuff.
That's great.
Yeah, and I couldn't thank you more, my friend.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm glad to be here.
Any closing thoughts?
Well, I guess my advice is that I guess just stay true to yourself, no matter what people think of you, and even if they kind of say, oh well, I'm not really feeling you right now, and that's fine. That doesn't have to affect you. I'm feeling something else, and Brandon is feeling something else. But my main point is, you don't have to judge and criticize people just because they feel something else, feel differently. If they want to rap and do their thing, that's fine. And if I want to talk about Tupac, then that's fine. So
hell yeah, man, hell yeah, I'm all about it. And thank you everybody for listening. I'm going to try to do more of these podcasts in the car, or audio format podcast, because it's a lot of fun. I get a lot of people to talk to. Thank you for listening.